Hi, my name is Shay, and in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business, even during the slow season. Most likely, you're sitting there wondering, why would she be doing this and what is in it for her? Well, you're lucky because I read minds. And the answer is that most of the time, local business owners are just way too busy running their own businesses to learn all the ways that the internet can help them. And sometimes the only hesitation they have to hiring someone is they don't know who's an expert and who isn't. And I found that by giving people an easy free attack plan of actual things that they can do to impact their business for free, well, it's resulted in some of those business owners raising their hands and saying, I like you, Shay. Please do this for me. So if by the end of this video you like what you've heard and you can see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan and give it a go yourself, that works for me too. So now let me show you 3 things that will set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time or mine. So the first thing I want to go over is content. Now, most business owners know that they need decent content, but what they don't know is that Google's little search bots are out there reading your website and looking for a minimum of 1,500 to 2,400 words of informative, well-written content with the right keywords for you to show up at the top of Google search. So let me show you. I'm using the example of a search term or keyword, metal roofing, St. Louis. And here is your site that has a reference to metal roofing on it. And it is just down in, I only see it on the site 4 times, but it says nothing about metal roofing St. Louis. Now, let's check out your competition. This is their page that deals with metal roofing, and it is just metal roofing. So they have got quite a bit of content. They have about 2,000 words of content. I believe your site only had, I want to say 700 words, 700 words, 693 words. Okay. So the first thing you need to do to beat your competition online is to bring up your word count, above your competition, at least 500 words above your competition. So that would be sitting at about 2,500 words. Now, if we look at this little tool I have, this is called Ahrefs. And, excuse me, and essentially it gives me a behind the scenes details that Google's looking for when it comes to ranking a site. So I ran a quick scan of your competitor here. And if I go and click on the keywords here, what we get is what they're ranking, the exact keywords that they're ranking for. And their top keywords that they are ranking for are metal roofing St. Louis, 2 different variations because one of them has punctuation and that makes a difference to Google. But if you look at this volume, 80 and 60, that is 150 or 140 actually. Pardon me, I can't, excuse me. So yeah, all right here. Between these keywords here, they've got 140, 150, 60, 170 customers each month searching for these exact keywords. And that business is going right now mainly to Wildwood Roofing. Now, if we look at your site, I'm concerned because I'm not seeing not a single keyword that Google recognizes on the page of roofing. And when I look even at your entire website, I'm only seeing 1 keyword, and it is showing a keyword of Guarantee Construction St. Louis, volume 10, you are in position 62. So that is several pages off of Google, even for the one keyword that you got there. So in addition to just increasing content on your website, you need to make sure that we've got the exact keywords that your customers are actually searching for. Otherwise, your website is not being seen at all. And if we get these things dialed in, this is exactly what is driving your competitor's business. And it's 100% beatable, if you can get this done. Now, let's check this out. If we do the search for metal roofing St. Louis, we see 3 different areas here that come up. And this first area, it's ads. And while ads can be good, they can also be a money pit if you don't have your website dialed in just right. But this next section here is the Google Map Pack. These top 3 businesses here next to the Google Maps section. Now, okay, Shay, you might be asking me, why show up in the Map Pack? Well, I told you, I read minds. And this has everything to do with the second thing I want to show you today, and that is citations. Well, you're probably asking yourself now, what is a citation and why do they matter? And that is a good question. Well, a citation simply is your name, address, and phone number out on business directories, Bing, Yelp, Yellow Pages, etc., a couple hundred other directories. And this is how Google verifies and gives relevance to your local business. And right now, you're not ranking in the top 3, which means that, based on how far down that I found your site, you likely only have a dozen citations, if that. But the average company across the web that is showing up as in these top 3 business listings have about 150 citations. Again, very beatable. And when you get more citations than your competitor, you gain more trust from Google, and it pushes you above them in the map pack. So that is our goal here. So, but if you're asking yourself, great, so how do I get more citations? Well, it's actually pretty simple, because with sites like WhiteSpark or Bright Local, it'll tell us exactly what citations your competitor has, and we can literally go down their list and match what directories that they are on. But we don't want to just stop there. We don't want to just match them. We want to dominate them online, so we make sure you have about 200 or so citations. Make sure it takes them a long time to catch back up. Well, now let's talk about the third thing I wanted to go over with you today, and that is backlinks. This third pillar will really help you dominate on Google. So when we do the search for metal roofing St. Louis, and we scroll down past the map pack here, this section is known as the organic section. You see position 1, 2, down here 3. Well, this is where you want to be in any search, because 70% of all clicks go to these top 3 sites. So with that about 150 search volume for metal roofing St. Louis, means about 105 customers landing in these top 3 businesses every month. Well, how do you get there? You need authority. And how do you get authority? Well, you need backlinks. And a backlink is simply when a website has a little article on a different website, for example, yours, and across it you might come across your business name, and it is clickable, and wham, it takes you down to your website. That is a backlink. And it's kind of a vote of confidence in Google's eyes. And this is what passes authority. And the more relevant the site is, the more valuable the link. For example, if you get a local blog or industry site linking back to you, hey, that's great. But if you get like a Pizza Hut linking back to your company, that's not so great. You don't sell pepperoni. So here is your site. Here is your site showing the number of backlinks that you've got. And as we saw before on the keywords, this is for the whole website, you have 19 backlinks for your entire website. The page that we are looking at, the roofing page, doesn't have any backlinks. That's not unusual for a back page because a lot of business owners just don't know that they need to put backlinks to their back pages as well. But even on your home page, you only have 19. But now looking at your competition, they, for their backlink profile, for just this page, they have 7 backlinks, and they have quite a bit more for their entire homepage, over 1,000. But not every backlink is created equal, I should say. So sorry about that. Some of these backlinks, depending on where they're from, they could be spammy. And if they are, that doesn't give you authority. They have to be quality backlinks, like I said, from valued and relevant niches like other home services niches linking back to you. That would make a lot more sense. So getting you to the top, it's not magic. It's just a method. And I've shown you today what that method is. So in closing, once again, we went over content. Your page needs to have at least 1,500 words, and it needs to include the proper keywords. And that would be throughout your site, actually. And citations. You want to have 200 to 300 of these to beat up the competition by a landslide. And your backlinks, well, we need more relevant backlinks pointing at you guys to show Google, you guys are the authority. And if you implement these strategies, you could be number 1 across Google. Hey, I'm a psychic, remember? So I bet you're wondering, okay, what now? Well, you can either go with this information I provided you today, and you can do this on your own. And I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself some time and a headache, you give me a call at 901-589-5244. And once again, my name is Shay Leone. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.